the skill set, the capabilities, the who do you need to hang out with. If there's health in there for you, it will improve your game. Trust me.
I run the numbers before I go on the appointment to make sure it's going to work, but I don't.
Yourself.
Yeah, just for myself. And you run that by a coach, absolutely. And then when you go on the appointment, you have pretty clear in your head how this would work. So you're not looking like you're not quite sure how you're going to structure it.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's
great
a
point.
really good idea because, yeah,
Then you know
So
to
it
ask your
doesn't-
question where you can wiggle and where you can't.
Yeah.
yeah. Because if you think it's going to work and you're in the wrong direction and then you send it to the coach and they say, yeah, no, you're way off, then you can squash it before you even go.
Here's an example of what you guys are talking about, Deb and Rick. I think one good example is, let's say Rick pre-ran the numbers and he knows the rent comps, I'll make up a number, are probably maxing out at 1,500. And the seller, he or she says, well, I wouldn't do this unless I get, 1,800 a month. And he'd be like, no. Here's why we can't do that, because he already prepped. That's a small but effective example, I would think, of what you want to know, a rough idea before you go out, what the hell you're looking at in the comps.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it's all easy to find. Jeremiah, helpful?
Yes, very. Thank you.
Sweet. All right, I'm gonna again glance at my notes and see if there's anything else I want to add into that so we don't lose it. Jeremiah's didn't really, those are good technical end. The other end you guys want to add then, I'm thinking, is sort of I mentioned twice earlier, who can you call? Like Rick already said, hey, we'll do a one-on-one on that. But does anyone watch The Voice? I'm the only one in this whole room that watches
No, I
The Voice.
don't watch it.
I've seen it, I don't watch it.
Well, last night I said to Kim, this is sort of appropriate because this is who you hang out with, right? Like, hey, I'm going to call Rick. What Jeremiah will get out of that session is invaluable. So who you hang out with matters. So for your 25 plan, I'll come back to The Voice. For your 25 plan, what capabilities do you need? What skill sets do you need? Pick one or two or three. And who do you need to be spending more time with? So the analogy with The Voice was last night, I said to Kim, can you imagine those three girls? They're all young. They all walked in there not confident about 3 weeks ago. And Snoop, my favorite, is doing some great things with people. He's empowering the daylights out of them. And they said it on the thing. I said, can you imagine just the exposure to him, even if they lose, what their life's like now? They don't think the same. They don't sing the same. They don't talk the same because they were with him for a couple coaching sessions. That's what I'm talking about when you think about your 25 plan. Who can you get around? You literally could pick, as a high six member, almost anyone that's on my podcast and go, I want to meet them. And I'll introduce you to them if I still have a relationship with them. You can all meet Peter Taunton. Like, these are available to you. So I'd think about that in your plan. I'm kind of interweaving these things into these hot seats because the skill set, the capabilities, the who do you need to hang out with, if there's health in there for you, it will improve your game. Trust me. That's my opinion, strong. So these things are all part of your 25 plan, my opinion. Think about that for the heck of it. Make sense? Questions on it? Coaches, comments on it?
I'm just glad you're listening to Snoop. That's awesome.
Well, hey, you guys, if you're not watching, the guy's a genius. He's on every commercial. He's marketing the crap out of himself. He's on every commercial. He's branded himself with the most successful people. He's brilliant.